Well, good morning. This is the day after the day before, or this is the morning after I did the moonlight recap at the Herritage Center, and now I'm going to put in a movie for the Herritage Center. I take these things and then I have to process them later here in the little hideaway van. Jerome number 2. Oh, the Rolls Canarley machine. And so again, we begin with another much awaited and anticipated visit to the Herritage Museum at Oakland, Iowa. See you there someday. If not, in body, in spirit.
Small town Iowa. The city of Oakland, Oakland, Iowa. Just off Highway 59. I'm on Main Street right now. Highway 59 is right up there. Nice little community. Been here forever. And it's slowly but surely deteriorating because, try as they might, corporations will not build inside the town because they have to make their buildings look exactly the same the way they do in Pittsburgh, as the same way as they do in Iowa. But as I move along here, you can see some of the architecture that's here, that's old and beautiful. And this would be a great place to live. Look at that. I hope I got it. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Look at that. That's the highways up on the other side of there. Were some buildings here. They came down. Was a building here. It came down. Yeah. There it is. Looks like me. Hey, how'd they get future me?
Huh?
How'd they get future me?
I don't know. I don't know what they're putting here either. They just did this though, that really looks nice.
They're putting down a foundation, so they're going to put a building in there. Yeah?
But that looks nice the way the guy came over and did it.
Yeah, laid it all out. That's nice. I like I like that. Looks like a corn there in the middle, but looks like some kind of a broadleaf underneath of it. What do you do? That is amazing. I like to see art like that. No, I didn't. Yeah? Well, I certainly hope so. I mean, I look at these buildings and I go, man, I'd give my eye teeth to be able to live in one of these old buildings like this. They are like so cool, you know. They used to have the apartments upstairs and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. Yeah. Just like passing through, making videos, put on YouTube. That's what I'm doing right now. You're in it. Hope you don't mind. Oh no! Gee, I gotta run home and change clothes. You look just fine. Oh, Yeah, they're putting in a building here. Ancient row plow and planter. Gear driven. Pulled by a horse or a mule. There's the plow. Yeah. Oh, look at the John Deere. Nice picnic table here for people to sit out and enjoy life. This is amazing. And then again, look at the artwork on those buildings, the way the masons made things back in those days. Those were awesome. Even the old bank building there. Ah. Yep. Imagine the architecture of those buildings right there in center screen over across the street. And they built things back then. All right. The Nishna Herritage Museum, Oakland, Iowa. Open for business. Very good. Let's go inside. Like a bad penny. Oh. Vintage clock. Vintage phone. Vintage dress. That's how women used to dress. That's how women used to look back in the day. Those days are gone now. Oh, look at that. Person could have a heyday enjoying this one. Yeah, there you go. Nice bedroom layout there. Hair combs. Okay, I don't know if we can see in this one here or not. Won't spend too much time here. There you go, the American kitchen. Huh. The American kitchen. There's a whole nother room back there, but it's going to be way too dark for me to video. And it's going to be way too dark for me to video. I think it'll automatically shift. Teller machines. Help! They put me in jail! There you go. The jail from back in the day. Yeah. I've been in one, but they didn't leave the keys there. There's a teller's station. Teller station from a bank or a large store, department store maybe, would have them too. General delivery mail, post office. There's your post office from back in the day. You know, this is a must-see. This is a point of interest. And it doesn't cost you a thing to look. You never know. You might see some things here that you ain't never seen before. Okay, not that, but look at that stove. Wow. Wow. Cool old. Now that, yeah. Gather around the pickle barrel and have that come up close to you. Yeah, $500 reward for Jesse James. Yeah. See, if you're going to be free in this country, you have to remember we have a heritage. Now there are those in this world that are trying to destroy that heritage. They're trying to say that we don't have a heritage. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve that. Same thing as what they're trying to do in Israel. Only it's progressed a lot further in that territory. But they're trying to do it to us here. They're trying to get us to move all into the big cities for all that convenience and all of that stuff. Good morning again. And they're trying to get us all to move into those big cities and leave the small towns behind and live in there in high-rise apartment buildings and all that kind of stuff. Yet you're leaving all this heritage behind.
Well, we're lucky that when those buildings went down,
Oh,
they didn't
this
take
one here?
more
Yeah.
with it.
And no one got hurt.
Very true.
And that's the important thing.
Yeah.
But see, that's what happens when people don't sustain the infrastructure, and the money's not here.
Yeah.
You know, it could be. You have up on old Highway 59. You got what? Casey's. You got all these places up there. New buildings. All this.
Yeah.
But see, the way they do business, they have to have all their buildings look the same.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to well, I'll just use Casey's. Casey's blends in better than most companies do. So, you know, don't take that with me. But Casey's, you walk into a Casey's store here, you walk into a Casey's store in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you're going to find everything in the same place. You're going to find the same products on the shelves. Everything's going to look the same.
Yeah.
Is that America?
Well, it's not like the old days, that's for sure.
No. No.
See, this was a grocery store. From that wall to this one.
How long ago?
1905.
1905. This right here was a grocery store.
Yeah.
All right. And was it even more down there where the buildings are been?
The next one was a hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one was a pharmacy.
The beginning of the strip mart back then. You know, the strip stores and everything. It was right here on Main Street. That wasn't anything new.
No, that's true.
The idea wasn't anything new, but everybody loved the idea. How did you get the jail in here?
That was not fun.
I don't imagine.
They were going to take it over to the iron people.
Yeah, have it scrapped.
And we just asked if we could have it. In order to get it in the door, he took out the rivet that took the main.
Oh yeah, and those are hot rivets too.
Yeah.
Those were hot rivets. Those are old school.
He cut those off and then put the bolts in.
Yeah.
So if we go belly up, we can take it apart. It's what is it, 1898?
Yeah?
Yeah, 1898.
Yeah, I saw that, I don't know whether that's a reproduction or not, but the $500 reward for Jesse James.
That's supposed to be
As far as you know, that's original, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's a scooter bike.
That's fairly new for in here.
Yeah, 1920.
We try to keep 1900.
Yeah.
But like I say, from that wall to this wall is groceries and dry goods.
Wow.
And we did find the invoice for all the
Are these
wood.
shelves part of the original grocery store here?
Yes.
Okay, so this would be the dry store, the
Yes.
dry goods.
Yeah.
All right.
All of the drawers had shirts and pants.
Shirts and yeah,
the
yeah.
back stock for the
Uh-huh.
other. This.
Oh my, even this carpeting.
Yeah, it is.
This is early 1900s carpeting, or at least by style.
Some.
Yeah.
I had a lady say, "Why didn't you sand the floors and refinish them?" Because it takes more energy than you've got.
Oh, it would be awesome to see it restored, but yet, you know, you're better off to put the money into infrastructure, because this adds to the vintage. The floor the way it is, all this, it all goes with the vintage. It all goes with what you're doing here.
Most of it is 1897 and forward, and 97% is donated.
Yeah.
So we've been fortunate.
Oh yeah, you got some photos of people who lived here then?
They don't have any relatives.
They don't have any relatives left?
We have these came from the bank
in
a lot box, and the bank changed names. So we could brought them over, and I just let them know that you can identify them, do so. But we drove so they come.
It's cool. And what's back here? What is that?
This side was the dime store.
And yeah, the old Franklin 5 and dime, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
And when they
Rexall Drug Store became a Rexall Drug Store. Apothecary.
Yeah.
Yep.
When this fellow that bought it couldn't make it, we bought this building.
And
this is locally made.
yeah.
He made 2 of these this size and made 2 14-inch ones for his daughter and son. And this one he always drove in parades.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was about ready to ask you. Does it still go on parades?
Last year we loaded it. We couldn't get it out of gear.
Oh.
Because we're too stupid.
Oh.
So 3 of us.
Well, how are you? Where's the owner's manual for this thing?
Yeah,
you know? I mean, come on. Probably. Locked in the glove box.
Yeah. I don't know what's in there, but he owned it.
Could be part of the money left over from the last bank robbery, for all we know, right?
He very intelligent fellow.
Oh yeah.
But he created this out of leftovers that he had from a trucking park. And I think he's.
And that's steam powered too, I bet.
Can't remember what they took it to the elevator and had it weighed after we loaded it.
After you got it loaded, then they want to know how much it weighed, huh? All right. Well, what you have here is
most of this is quite old.
Okay, dentistry or doctor's office? Dentistry.
Yeah, this one's the dentist.
Yep.
And this actually was in his office.
Yeah.
This piece was not. Somebody donated it.
Yeah.
And then somebody stole a World War I tooth extractor.
Oh, no.
And that was last summer.
Wow. Yeah.
This was, and I think, so lucky. We've had a doctor since 1856, and he became ill in 82 and had to quit. But we've had a doctor ever since.
And this was in 1856?
Yep. This couple.
And when did he finally give up and the business?
82. And the town was created and incorporated in 81.
Huh.
Dr.
Cool.
Thompson was with us from 1922 to 1982. And
In business the whole time?
full time.
60 years
And
as a
was
doctor.
on the second level. And they finally conned him into moving on the ground floor.
Well, yeah, most of his customers were getting older, huh? Yeah, climbing those steps is kind of a deal.
It amazed me.
It's kind of a deal for me now.
He worked until his wife died of cancer.
Yeah.
And then quit.
Yep. Wow.
Our bride's dresses date from this room, which I never can remember, is 1897.
Mhm.
Probably stays better because of the clothes. It's handmade by the mother and the bride. This one, I can't find a dummy that'll fit them.
Yeah, I guess people were built differently back then.
This is Herritage material.
Oh.
And the lady in Council made two of them for sisters.
Hmm.
That same
Hmm.
material.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it. Oh, telephone operator station. I didn't see that before because I was looking at the tractor. Telephone operator station. That is so cool.
Yeah, that one was there since 1891.
When they first started bringing the telephone out here to these cities.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for your time. It's been a good experience.
Yeah, I just want to say something here at the end of the day. Visiting that little Heritage Museum up there in Oakland, Iowa, I kind of came to the conclusion that I talked about it a little bit in that video too. We've been pushed away. We've been pushed away from our own heritage. See, we as a people, we didn't stay here set in one place and fight with our enemies and made new enemies and fought with them too, you know, all in the same circle and drive each other crazy for 2,000 years or 4,000 years or 5,000 years. No. We went out and conquered the seas. We tested our wits against nature, against the wind and the waves and the ocean. And we didn't fall off the edge of the map. No, folks, the world isn't flat. Now, when we got here to America, we made some mistakes, but we still went forth and we conquered the land. We conquered the land. We made it our place. We fought with the lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. And we're still here. And yes, folks, there are those in high places with lots of money that want us to forget our heritage, that wants us to forget that we ever reached out and did things, that wants us to forget all of that so that they can contain us, shove us up in small little SROs, sleeping room onlys. No. And, you know, if they can get us to forget our heritage, and they can begin to get us bred out of existence, and they can begin to bring us all into the cities to live in high-rises, well, one match and poof. They don't have to worry about us anymore. Yeah, we don't need anything to protect ourselves. We don't need hatchets, knives, bowie knives, nothing like that. No. We don't need that because we live in the city, see. That's where all the crime is. That's where all the people are that do have those things are out committing crimes and guns. Dare I mention the G word, and guns. Pow pow. That's where all that's going on. Out here in the wilderness, well, we've always had some crazies, but for the most part, we're out here and we're real. Let's not forget that we have a heritage. Let's teach that heritage to our youngsters. We've gone so far getting away from who we really are as people in this country. Blood and guts of our ancestors. Man, I'll tell you what, they'd be rolling over there in their graves, and I'm not talking just the political ones. Where's the Daniel Boones of tomorrow, huh? Well, y'all have a good night. I'll be here listening to the birds in the morning, and the deer, and the coyotes out there wandering around looking for their biscuit morning luncheon. Bye.